Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, plus one randomly chosen bonus game if you stick around till after connections. All right, and but first we do need to reveal our dad joke of the day. All right, what do you call a cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese. It's not your cheese, it's my cheese. Make that joke almost every time I have nachos. All right. And our count is up to 119. Thank you to Isaac Katabia for signing up as a tier 1 member, counting as 1 towards there. Don't forget your other perks. You can add a bonus game to the wheel here, and you can also add a starting word to the Wordle wheel. And of course, you get early access. All right, so let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got eyebrow, number, rainbow, rooster. Wonder if we have like arcs, eyebrows and rainbows. Leprechaun. Leprechauns are related to rainbows, right? Dagger, count, crow, asterisk, flight path, strut, banana, show off, parens, elves, and bluster. I mean, we have asterisk and parens, like parentheses. It's weird that they would make it parens and not parentheses, though. I wonder if we're like missing a letter, like supposed to be parents. I'm not sure. Bananas are kind of arc-shaped. Not leprechauns. Rainbows are arc-shaped, and eyebrows are arc-shaped. Is there another arc-shaped thing? Parentheses are arc-shaped this way. Maybe. I don't think that's purple, though, and I'm wearing purple today, so let's just give that a circle to say that I think that's a category. I'm not sure. And let's see what else we can find here. So, asterisk, like it's a symbol. It's on the, where is that? Shift 8. It also just means like, hey, you put an asterisk next to something, like there's some fine print related to that. There's some exception or detail that's being omitted. I don't think it's that. Dagger is another name for like one of those like symbols. Like, isn't it like one of those arrow? Like it's actually looks kind of like a dagger, but it's some kind of, I don't know. Are these things you could use to as bullet points? So like a number, a dagger, and an asterisk can all be used as bullet points. Like number, you'd actually number them. Count could be argued as being that as well, but I wouldn't put both in. Would you? I don't think you'd use parens for that, would you? Crow? See, why wouldn't they write out parentheses? It makes me think they want to do wordplay with it, but which means it isn't in what I've circled. But I'm not seeing like another thing that you would use to mark bullet points, so I'm gonna hold off on that. Roosters and crows are both birds. A rooster and a show off, rooster, bluster. This is just like, this is showing off. This is to like peacock around, right? Elves and leprechauns feel like similar, like I don't know, similar mythical things. Show off, bluster, rooster. What's the other one? Dagger, crow, strut. You strut. So this is probably yellow, or at least close to yellow, because it's synonyms for just like peacocking. Elves is plural though. Leprechaun is not. Keebler elves. Flight path. What is it? Flight paths are arcs, actually. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to say I think parens is not spelled out for a very particular reason, and I'm going to make this part of red because flight paths are in arcs because of the globe. Shortest path on a sphere is actually an arc. I like number, dagger, asterisk, but I don't know what. Maybe parens. Like you could start, but again, I feel like it would be spelled out as parentheses, but I don't know. Counting crows. Leprechaun, elves, crow. I don't know. What's leprechaun going with? Associated with the Irish. Number, count, elves. I feel like number and count go in different categories just because they're too close. Count can be like Count Dracula, right? Is this like a cereal box what do you call those? The just pictured on cereal boxes. The leprechaun for Lucky Charms. You've got the Count for Count Chocula, and you've got elves. Are the Snap Crackle and Pop elves? I don't know. I feel like there's elves related to our cereal boxes. But then, is there a crow? Or I feel like it would have to be crow. Parens, asterisk diagram. Okay, so maybe it is what I thought. So what's our purple then? Is it this one? I feel like it has to be this one. Like this is just like trivia. I mean, trivia is often blue, but we don't have a real purple. So I'm gonna say this should be purple. The cereal box, whatever's. Oh, that's one away. Okay, well, I can still try for purple first. It's not gonna be perfect though. Why is this one away? Maybe not crow then. Maybe something. Oh, rainbow. Interesting. So maybe parens is supposed to be the arc. And there's a rainbow on something, right? Let's try putting, or is it roost? No, I don't think there's a roost. Oh, is there a rooster on Darn, I don't know. Frosted Flakes, does that have a rooster? I feel like there's got to be a cereal box with a rooster. Maybe I'll try rainbow though. No, darn. Okay, I've completely messed this one up. That's still one away though, so I doubt it's both rainbow and crow. So it's these three that are, I'm thinking, purple. And then I thought that we'd have number, dagger, asterisk, parens. What's our other like? So if these went together, then crow is out. Crow belongs in one of these other categories. It's gotta be arcs, right? Like as the crow flies? Okay. I might have to give up on purple first just so I don't lose. But so neither rainbow or crow goes with purple, what I'm calling purple. Let's look very carefully. Eyebrow, number, rainbow. I tried rainbow, rooster. I feel like it's got to be rooster then. Let's try it. And then if this is a mistake, then I'm going to have to lock in the things I think are actually true. Cereal mascots, and it was blue. It wasn't even purple the whole time. So is it the arcs that are purple then? The eyebrow, the rainbow, the banana, and the flight path? Arc-shaped things, that's not purple either. And then, so then is it asterisk, dagger, parens, and number that are bullet points? Ways to note a citation. Okay. Why is that purple? Who knows? All right, and then this was yellow. I thought it was. Well, I completely misjudged the colors, and I didn't get my cereal mascots correct. But at least I figured out what I got this category wrong. I thought it was going to be like used as bullet points, but apparently it denotes citations is what they were going for. But boast I got, arc-shaped things I got, cereal mascots I got, but not the, yeah. And then I got the colors completely wrong. All right. Well, this felt a little difficult. And I think at this time of day, the Europeans generally don't have the same cereal boxes as Americans do. So they're not going to know the mascots, which makes it even harder. And, you know, Rooster really wants to be in yellow. Someone could just one away chase yellow until they lose, not refusing to remove Rooster from it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think Crow belonged in there, to be honest. Okay, yeah. I wouldn't have put Crow in there. Yeah, never. If I was chasing that one away, I don't think so. Okay, well, I'm going to give this a 3.5. They probably give it a little lower because they know the cereal mascots. 2.5. Let's see what they do. They give it 3.3. Okay, so they're almost alongside me with that 3.5. Yeah, and we're at 44% right now. I'm curious if this increases once we get to 1 million people and the Americans start solving it. All right. Just because the trivia, like, why would you expect a European to know what mascots are on American cereals? I was a very unique game though, so far. Um, yeah, getting blue first, extremely rare. Um, yeah, putting interesting. I think a lot of people chased this one away. Then I'm curious what people confidently locked in first. We'll see in a second. And then ever people who lost really lost. Is there almost a 30% getting nothing? There's 18% getting nothing, and there's a bit of a mix. Okay, 18% got nothing. 13% got only yellow. I think the 18% who got nothing chased one of the one away is probably the yellow. All right. Number count asterisk Prens. Yeah, I said that count didn't really belong. It was the same as number. But I think people were thinking the same thing as me for bullet pointing. Putting rooster in, like, very common with this yellow to brag. Eyebrow, rainbow, banana, paren. Parens are also curves, so that makes sense. That's another one away you can chase. Why wasn't it parentheses though? That's what I want to know. Rainbow, putting it St. Patrick items. Leprechaun count elves. Yeah, I mean, I tried this. I was just thinking about what was on cereal boxes. Again, thinking about what was on cereal boxes, but I'm not the only one who tried to find what the fourth cereal box was. All right. Oh, and what are people guessing first? Yellow, green with parens instead of flight path. Yeah, keeping rooster in with yellow and like switching between the other yellows makes a lot of sense. That's kind of what I predicted. All right. My guess first was not, I was less than 1%. Going for the cereal box first because I thought it was purple and I was trying for purple first. All right. Cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword. For this, you'll be swimming with the fishes. For this, you'll be swimming with the fishes. Birth related. I don't know. They're in for blank awakening. They're in for unawakening. Huh. They're in for a something awakening, a rude awakening. They're in for a rude awakening. Cut, shortcut on PCs. Control X. Nairobi in its capital. Oh, Nairobi is its capital. I was like, Nairobi. I want to say Egypt. Why am I thinking Egypt? Oh my god, it'll come to me. Quick bite. A snack. Kenya, of course. Oh wow, why was I thinking Egypt? Jeez. A la carte. Maneuver done from the left lane only. A U-turn. You haven't seen the drivers I've seen. In the worst way. Like badly or something. Oh, this is scuba. I thought it was going to be scuba. And I didn't say it. Whom to tell turn off the lights or play some music. I won't say this out loud just to not activate your devices. Birth related, natal. All right, and it is badly. All right, I was thinking scuba, but it didn't quite make enough sense for me to say it, but I thought about it several times. Anyway, should have filled it in. Cool. Yeah, I can't believe I said Egypt. For Nairobi. All right, not thinking correctly today. Cool. Well, how'd you do? Do Strands. Make sure you stick around at the end to watch the bonus game as well. I don't know what it is yet. Haven't spun the wheel yet. All right. Today's theme is if you build it, they will come. Is the phrase. It had to do with building what, a Field of Dreams, right? Building a stadium. I haven't actually seen the movie. I just know the phrase. 2 V's here is crazy. Like revival. I'm just going to start trying words. Okay, what does revival have to do with anything? We have a Q. It has to go to this U, but it could have something before it. It's probably EQ then. It has to go to the A after the U. Equabat. I don't know what this is. Equack. Yeah, I don't know. But that leaves us O alone. List. Sale. sail doing here? Circle? Do I see circle? Circle. What is it? Bat circle? Not quite. Okay, let's say circle is a thing. What are we doing like below it? Salt. Sassalt. I still have no idea what this theme is. Revival. So we can do circles. You can do circle two ways, actually. Maybe it comes from up here. Crop circle. Is it like alien related things like crop circles and stuff? I don't see a P anywhere. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what's happening here. Cute. Hitch. What's this EQUA doing? Oh, quart. Oh, not E-quart. I mean, the problem with quart is it isolates that E on the top left. Equaro. Equab. I have no idea. Equarto. Doesn't make any sense. Brattle? Batal. I think I need a hint. Code? No, not code. Deco? Or are these kinds of architecture? How are we doing architecture? Architecture, and it's in like the shape of a building. Okay. Revival, deco. So what is happening here? Baroque. We were ending in the QUE. Okay. So it isn't circle. Interesting. I don't know much of. Oh, there's brutalism, right? Brutalist, classical. I was gonna say I don't know much about architecture, but I figured it out. Okay, I get it. If you build it, architecture, got it. I had my mind on the movie. Like, what's this have to do with anything? But all right, makes sense now. And I like the spanogram shape. That's neat. Cool. Well, let us move on to the bonus game. All right, so here's our bonus game wheel. If you're a member, feel free to add a game to the wheel here of the kind that I generally play in my daily word game video. Preferably strategic games and not gambling games. All right, let's spin this one. All right, so Candace Barnes, you get the first one. We are going to play Squardle. We'll play the normal Squardle. Let me boot that up. All right, here is the daily Squardle. Let's start with least. Just get a good start there. All right, so here's how the game works. The L is gray, meaning that it's black actually, meaning that it doesn't appear in our puzzle at all. We're trying to solve all of these 5-letter words. So there's a 5-letter word here, here, and here, and then vertically as well. There's 3 5-letter words. So there's 6 5-letter words in total that we're trying to solve. This A means we got it correct. It's supposed to be there. The E is white, meaning that there is an E somewhere in the puzzle, just not where we guessed it. Not in the row or the column that we guessed that E. The A is orange, with the arrows pointing up, down, left, right, to remind us that means that it's somewhere in the row and somewhere in the column, just not where we guessed it. The S being yellow, pointing left, right, is telling us that it's in the row we guessed, but not the column. And the red is the opposite. It's in the column, but not the row. And the arrows help remind us. All right, so here we know there's an A in this word somewhere vertically. We could check for it to be in the middle. We could guess something like alarm. Oh, but there's no L, so let's guess something better than alarm. We also know there's an E somewhere, and it's not in any of these. It's not in these words, and it's not here or here. So I'm kind of wondering if there's an E at the end of this word. So I'm wondering if we can do A-A-E. Is that a word? Like awake. Let's try it. Ooh, the A-W-A was correct. The E was not. Okay, we know there's an E in this word somewhere, but it's not here. It's not here. It's not here. And it's not here because this E was white. So this actually has to be an E. That's guaranteed. So this last word here, we could guess the vertical or the horizontal one. There's a K somewhere in this word. That's very lucky. Maybe we can guess like a K-E-R word, like baker. Is that okay? I think baker's okay. I don't think there's anything restricting that A from that slot. Okay, so I'm right about the K-E-R. All right, this A is pointing up. We know it's not here, so this actually has to be the A. Now this S, where does it go? It could be at the intersection of these two S's. This could easily be an S. We should guess that. And then there's a T in this word somewhere. This is probably a C, A-C-K. So it could be something like track. We know there's an R somewhere. Where's the R not? Oh, we know there's an R here. Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking track here. And what would this be? Like Satyr? Let's try Satyr. That's fun. Okay. We got to get one right soonish. We're down to 6. When we get one right, it bumps it back up. But we're down to 6 guesses right now. So it's SAT something. I like track here. I don't know what this word is. Award, maybe? Which one do I want to guess is the question. Let's just see if track is correct. Get that correct word. I could guess something like trait. Like we can finish track just by using this R and this C. So we could try to guess something that will give us information about this word, like award. We're not going to get info about this slot specifically, but we're not going to be able to do CD either. I could guess something like tracked at the very least. See if there's a... No, we know there's not a T in the right word. We know there's not an E in the right word. I'm not sure that we're going to get a whole lot out of... why don't we just do quack just to just for fun to see if... Oh, no, we need the R second. Never mind. Brace, no. Great. Grace. I'd like to get like more vowels in here to see what vowels are in other words, but something like price then. Price gets some good extra letters. And that's still... Oops. So I thought it was going to finish track, but actually the answer wasn't track. So that's good to know also. So maybe it's like a NK. Think, maybe? All right, so what is this word? We know there's an R vertically here. It's not going to go SRA, so this is our R. This A is pointing there, so we actually got both A's. So we don't care about that one. We got this T. We got this S. We got this A. So what is this word? Joker? No. We're gonna end. Is this gonna be like shard? But then what? No, this wouldn't be. Okay, there is a P in the word somewhere. So would this be like poker? And then sharp? What's over here? SAT what? Satin? Maybe I should try an N here. Nadir is a word. So if this was a word, that still works, I think. In fact, we know there's an R in this word. So award, and this could be nadir. And this could be satin. Okay, so maybe I should check nadir. Is there an N-O-D-I word? Probably not. Because I'd like to get this O so I don't have to redo poker. What if I get an N-O something I? It won't finish either word, but what it will do is it'll allow award to finish both of these words, and it'll allow sharp to finish both of these words. So, is there a word though? N-O something I? I can't think of one. No, N-O-V-I? Novice, novel. Maybe not. Novim. I don't know. Okay. Well, satin can finish we have to guess Satin anyway for this letter. So we can do anything A, anything I, or anything O, anything I. That's what I really want right now, is to finish this slot and this slot, because otherwise I have to come back to one of them. So really anything would be fine. What does that? Surely I can just think of something. Robin. That's fine. All right, so that finished both of those. And so now I think I want to do, I want to do both Sharp and Satin. Let's do Sharp now. It doesn't really matter which one I do, does it? Okay, let's just do Sharp. And then I have to do Award. Oh, I have to get Think as well. Oh, let's do Think now. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. There's not really a good order to this. We can do Award. And then we can do... Oh, it brings us to the nadir. Darn it. That's what I was trying to avoid. I don't know how... Oh, the way to avoid that would have been to guess Satin, I guess. Darn. And now I have to guess Satin. Okay, so I didn't do that in a good order. I didn't think about it correctly. It's been a while. All right, well, I got a 4. I probably could have gotten a 5 if I didn't force myself to guess nadir. Okay, cool. Well, it's been a while since I played that. That was fun. And those are the games for this video. If you liked something like Squardle here, if you like this kind of game, check out the daily games video that's pinned in the comment. I do it once a week, and I just blast through a whole lot of these kind of Wordle variant games that are very fun. And I do a bonus one each week. And so you'll get experience with them at the end of these videos. Hopefully you enjoy that. And there is also, of course, Wordle to watch, which you can just click at the end of the video to watch that. And the pinned comment has all the videos I made today. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.